What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today is August the 6th. I want to give you a quick pre-market update, go over some of the hot movers and what big money is really focusing on today. Before we get into any of that, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up, and with that, let's get right to it. So starting off with data points, don't really have that much today. We do have the first of many Fed speakers for this week, and that is Cook coming out at 1 o'clock. If I do remember correctly, based on the spectrum that I've kind of referred to in the past, Cook does land a little bit more on the optimistic side, so it tends to help the broader market. So something to keep in mind. So that's coming out at 1 o'clock. Aside from that though, you are seeing the futures pretty okay. So Dow is up 0.32, S&P up 0.2, NASDAQ up 0.2. But still, you can kind of see from the pre-markets up and down. So generally the market's looking for a good catalyst. So far, we haven't really heard anything from Trump in regards to tariffs or Powell or any other hot topic. So that's a good thing in my opinion. And so I think one big driving factor for the market today is going to be also companies unveiling their earnings. Getting right to it, SoFi is down slightly. No news, no SEC filings. So I do believe that they are reacting to a lot of companies that put out their earnings after hours yesterday. And it does seem to coincide a little bit with AMD from what I kind of saw price action wise. They went down the exact same time, so something to keep in mind. But then again, AMD, a massive tech company, so it probably does influence a lot of other stocks through algos. Right now, 10.24% of the free float is being shorted though. The shorts have been returning slowly over the last several weeks, so I anticipate that to be the exact same again, to most likely returning today between 1 and 200,000. As far as some key levels to watch for, with it at 2138, trading between this pivot and this S1. So 2102 is going to be a strong support. 2146 followed by 2189 is going to be the next strong target / resistance. Moving on, Snapchat did have their earnings. They are down quite a lot, down about 1906. This is kind of some of the risks that was brought up from their earnings that is causing it to go down. So feel free to pause, read through it. So that's, again, for those of you that are kind of interested in that. But 9.61% of the free floats being shorted, works out to be 103.82 million shares overall being shorted. So you can kind of tell that generally shorts knew that maybe Snapchat was going to miss on their earnings, because they have been really doubling down ever since March. So I think when it comes down to Snapchat, it's kind of common knowledge as well at the same time that they always do just sell off from their earnings, and then they always recover, sell off. It's kind of a rinse and repeat. So it looks like they're kind of repeating that trend. If you're looking at trading it though, with it at 761, it is trading between this S1 and this S2. So 682 is going to be a strong support. 906 is going to be the next strong target / resistance point. Most likely this S1 will not be touched. Possibly worst case scenario this S2, but most likely it's just going to be stuck in kind of limbo here. 759 is going to be a key pivot as well, on a side note. So most likely it'll just gravitate towards that 759 and kind of stick there for the majority of the day, in my opinion. Open Door also did have their earnings. They are going down. Similarly, this is what's causing all the uncertainty. So feel free to pause it if necessary. But 31.2% of the free float is being shorted. So this stock is very heavily shorted. There's been a lot of speculative things that has come out recently, such as the whole adjournment and then cancellation of their shareholder meeting, them getting rubber stamp NASDAQ approval. But it'll be interesting to see if big money does buy the dip and really pushes it higher. But right now with a $1.98, it is trading between this pivot and this S1. So today $1.87 is going to be that key pivot that you want to watch for it to close above. If not, then you're going to be seeing a further breakdown. But $2.22, $1.87, and then $1.65 will be the support and kind of targets for Open Door today. Moving on, Oscar Health just is having the earnings right now, and so it is down 1.01%. As far as shorts, similar to Open Door, very heavily shorted. 34.43% of the free floats being shorted, works out to be 71.08 million shares overall being shorted. So shorts have really doubled down massively, in fact, since May. So back then, short interest was only 7.9%. And then aside from that, with it at 1365, it is trading between this pivot and this S1. So 1332 is going to be a strong support, followed by 1298, Flip side, 1388 and 1444 is going to be the next strong target / resistance point. So if you're looking at trading it, averaging down, just kind of watch for these support and resistance points. And then last but not least, ticker's BTAI. This is the most heavily traded stock so far in the market. And so it is starting to gain some good momentum over the last 5 days, up 112.86%. Reason why they are going up today is because of this. So I've already explained in the past that biotechs technically aren't really my forte. So just do your own due diligence with this one. But this is the reason why it is getting a lot of volume. As far as shorts, 25.68% of the free float is being shorted, works out to be 1.42 million shares. Shorts have been very reactive to the price action recently. So short interest on July the 30th, only like a week ago, was at about 5%. So they have doubled and tripled and quadrupled down. So just anticipate them to be fairly active today. Right now with it at 308, it is trading between this R3 and this R2. So 301 is going to be a strong support, followed by 273 and then 228. Flip side, 346 and then 463 is going to be the next strong target / resistance points. So this one, big money seems to be really gravitating towards. So let me know your thoughts on this. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. What other stocks are you kind of trading today? So drop some tickers in the description below. One final thing, pop over to my Patreon if you're looking for some solid buy signals on stocks, options, crypto, many of which have been absolutely on point. Definitely worthwhile to pop over there and take a look. With all that said, appreciate all of you watching.